Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the NFL landscape lately, and especially to the AFC North, you know that things are heating up in a big way. And what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most significant moves we've seen this offseason, potentially shifting the balance of power in our division. Word from some well-connected sources close to Adam Schefter suggests that the Denver Broncos, currently mired in a tough rebuild after a disastrous 2-10 start to the 2025 season, are seriously considering trading one of their most elite players. And that player is none other than Patrick Surtain, a cornerback who's been redefining what it means to be a shutdown defender. This isn't just speculation. It's something that's gaining momentum among NFL insiders. And if it happens, it could be a game changer for the Steelers. The Broncos, sitting at a current cap space of around $15 million but with several extensions pending, like Sutton and Simmons, are looking to free up some serious cash. Their plan? Trade Surtain for a first-round pick, specifically targeting the Steelers' selection, which could be a huge boost for Pittsburgh. The Broncos are also eyeing the future, clearing cap space to bolster their offensive line and possibly draft a franchise quarterback, something they desperately need after a rough start that's seen their defense leak points at an alarming rate, with an average of 32 points per game, the worst in the AFC. Let's talk about what makes Patrick Surtain so special. This guy has been a cornerstone of Denver's secondary since he entered the league in 2021. With 14 interceptions, 38 passes defended, and a PFF grade of 92. For this season, placing him among the top 3 cornerbacks in the entire NFL, Surtain has proven time and again that he's a true ball hawk. He's allowed just 0.8 yards per coverage snap and has an EPA per target of -0.45, which is elite. And during the 2025 season, despite suffering an ankle injury in Week 4 that kept him sidelined for 2 games, he returned with a vengeance, shutting down Kansas City's offense in a dominant performance that helped the Broncos secure a rare shutout. For the Steelers, adding Surtain would be nothing short of transformative. Our secondary, already one of the league's best, allowing just 8 points per game, would get a serious upgrade. Imagine Surtain lining up across from Joey Porter Jr., creating a no-fly zone that opponents would think twice about throwing into. Data from NFL.com projects that such a pairing could reduce big plays by 25%, giving our pass rush more room to breathe. Think about the mismatches. Surtain allowed just 2 yards per route run compared to the current CB2's 3.4. That's a huge difference, and it would give TJ Watt and the Steelers pass rush a boost of around 18% in pressure rate on tight coverage. But it's not just about the secondary. The impact on our offense could be equally significant. More turnovers, more short fields. Surtain's presence could lead to an additional 7 interceptions over the season, which would be a big boost for our offense led by Kenny Pickett or whoever's calling the shots at quarterback. It's reminiscent of the Seahawks trade for DK Metcalf in 2025, which added significant yardage and explosive plays to their offense. That kind of upgrade could push our offensive production over the top, especially considering our current struggles protecting the quarterback and generating consistent big plays. Now, if Surtain comes to Pittsburgh, his impact in the playoffs could be even more profound. Think about neutralizing key weapons like Jamar Chase or T. Higgins during those crucial moments. A shutdown corner like Surtain could make a real difference, elevating our chances of making a deep playoff run and ultimately competing for Super Bowl LXI. According to recent betting odds from DraftKings, our chances of winning the Super Bowl would jump from +1,200 to +600, making us favorites in the AFC North and increasing our odds of finally bringing another Lombardi home. And that's not just speculation. Data-driven projections show that having a player like Surtain in the secondary could increase our win probability by roughly 15% in playoff simulations, thanks to his ability to eliminate big plays and force turnovers. This potential trade echoes the kind of bold moves that teams like the Rams made in 2019 when they acquired Jalen Ramsey. It signals that the Steelers, under Omar Khan's leadership, are not afraid to make a statement, going all in to build a championship-caliber roster. Imagine the Steelers transforming into a defensive juggernaut with Surtain shutting down one side of the field, allowing Watt and the pass rush to pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. That kind of dominance doesn't just happen overnight. It's the result of bold decisions and strategic moves, and if this trade materializes, it could be the start of a Steelers dynasty that's built on a relentless defense with multiple rings in sight. Of course, there are questions about cap implications and whether the Broncos will be willing to part with such a key piece, especially given their rebuilding mindset. But in the NFL, where a single trade can shift the entire landscape, this could be the move that propels the Steelers into serious Super Bowl contention. With the AFC North as competitive as ever, featuring Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert, adding a player of Surtain's caliber would be a clear message that Pittsburgh means business. It could be the spark that gets our team over the hump, especially with our defense already being one of the best in the league. This kind of move would send shockwaves through the NFL and set the tone for the rest of the season. Now imagine the locker room, the fans, the energy, everyone rallying behind the Steelers if we pull this off. It's the kind of bold, game-changing move that could define a franchise's legacy. If Omar Khan and the front office pull the trigger, it's not just about adding a player. It's about setting a tone, signaling that Pittsburgh is all in on another Super Bowl run. And with the right pieces around him, Surtain could be the final piece we need to unlock that next level of elite performance. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster trade? Do you think Surtain is the right fit? How do you see him elevating this defense and boosting our Super Bowl chances? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. We're in the middle of a thrilling season, and the best is yet to come. Keep the faith, Steelers Nation, because opportunities like this don't come around every day, and if it happens, it could be the move that defines the next chapter of Steelers greatness.